Ready to listen to a story?
Yeah.
This story is called The Magical Drawings of Moony B. Finch. This kid loves to draw. Moony B. Finch loved to draw. For his second birthday, he was given a box of crayons. After that, he spent most of his time drawing pictures. He drew, and the more he drew, the better he got. Moony would draw pictures even when he didn't have any paper. In the summer, at the beach, he drew pictures in the sand with a stick. And in the winter, he drew giant pictures in the snow with his feet. He drew things inside, he drew things outside, he drew things he saw, he drew things he imagined. Moony had an eraser that he called his just-in-case eraser. He never used it, but he always carried it with him, just in case he needed it. See the pictures? Okay, ready for the next page? Okay. One day at the park, Moony was drawing a picture of a cloud. "What a marvelous drawing," said the lady who just happened to be passing by. "May I have it?" Moony handed the lady the drawing, and when she touched it, the cloud lifted off the paper and floated down the path. "Wait!" cried the lady as she went running after it. "That was amazing," said the man sitting next to Moony on the park bench. "How did you do it?" "I don't know," replied Moony. "Nothing like this has ever happened before." "Will you draw something just for me?" asked the man. "Like a pirate's treasure chest filled with gold?" "That's easy," said Moony, and with a few quick strokes of his crayon, it was done. The man picked up the drawing, and when he did, the treasure chest slid off the paper and landed on his lap. Gold coins spilled out all over the chest and rolled down the sidewalk, attracting a large group of people. What do you think's going to happen next? Let's find out. A woman with a baby came pushing through the crowd. "How about a picture of a diamond-studded silver rattle?" said the woman to Moony. "For my baby." See the baby? Moony had hardly finished the drawing when the woman grabbed it right out of his hands. Instantly, the rattle fell off the paper and tumbled into the carriage with the baby. Then a bearded old man stepped forward. "Sonny," he began. "Moony," corrected Moony. "Whatever," said the old man. "I get so tired of hobbling around on my gimpy leg. I feel much better if I had a picture of a chauffeur-driven limousine to look at. If you please."
Is that baby?
"Yes, for an old man."
Where?
Right there, yeah.
I just shot.
You shocked me. There you
Yeah,
go.
I just shot.
The request was quickly granted. When the old man touched the paper, the limousine slid off and rolled over his toes. Everyone in the crowd began rushing and shoving and yelling at Moony. "Draw this for me! Draw that!" Moony stood up on the bench and shouted as loud as he could, "Please be quiet!" When the crowd hushed, Moony continued. "Hold still," he said. "I want to draw a picture of everybody." Ties were straightened, hair was combed, makeup was freshened, and as Moony tore 3 pieces of paper from his drawing pad. Wait till you see this, Charlotte. Ready? On the first piece, he drew a picture of the smiling crowd, the man with his treasure chest, the woman with her baby, and the silver rattle, the old man in his limousine, and all the people who wanted Moony to draw a picture of them. When the drawing was finished, bye Charlie, Moony took his just-in-case eraser out of his pocket. This is the best part. Taking great pains to be neat, Moony erased the treasure chest with all its gold coins, the silver rattle, and finally the chauffeur-driven limousine. As soon as Moony erased them from the drawing, they disappeared from the clutches of those greedy owners. The crowd murmured, and then they buzzed, then charged angrily at Moony. Taking his second piece of paper, Moony drew the fiercest dragon he could imagine. When Moony tossed the drawing into the crowd, Everyone scrambled to get it. The instant someone touched the paper, the dragon sprang to life, roaring and breathing fire. All the people ran for their lives. Then the bearded old man was gone in a flash. With the crowd gone, the dragon turned on Moony. Moony, meanwhile, had taken his third piece of paper and drawn a perfect likeness of this fierce dragon. Taking his eraser once more, he calmly began to erase his terrible teeth, his razor-sharp claws, his powerful tail, and when the drawing was entirely erased, the dragon disappeared. For a long while, Moony sat on the bench thinking. With great care, he drew one last picture. Then he put his just-in-case eraser back in his pocket, and with his drawing under his pad, he headed home. Well, that's the end of Moony B. Finch. Look what he drew himself. What did he draw himself? A little dragon to keep. Say, I hope you liked our story.
Can you say, hope you liked the story?